Namaste. Welcome. Glad you're here for our yoga practice. Today it's just going to be a nice, soothing, easy practice. It's just around the fall equinox time. So we're going to try to equal out our breath, equal out our poses, come to balance with our breath and our body. Just love ourselves extra more. We're going to end with a foot massage. So get some oil, a little bit of vegetable oil I recommend. And then we're going to settle in, take a comfortable seat, lift up through your spine. We're going to do some Nadi Shodhana right now. So just to teach you if you don't know, or remind you if you do know, we're going to put the middle finger and the index finger in between our eyes. And then we'll use the thumb and the ring finger to breathe alternately through our right nostril. We'll close off the right, exhale through the left, and then we'll inhale back through the left, close off the left, exhale through the right. And we'll inhale back through the right, gently close off the right, and exhale through the left. While you're gently pressing your index finger and middle finger right on your temple, okay? So, sit nice and tall. See if you can even lift your elbow up. Gently press your two fingers there in between your eyes and get your ring finger and your thumb finger ready. And we'll do it together. So gently close off your left nostril. Inhale through your right. Gently close off your right nostril. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Close it, left nostril. Exhale through your right. Keep going like this. See if you can even out your breath. Do it to the count of 4. So we'll all start there. Do a couple more rounds. If you want to take your breath count to 5, that's fine too. And next time you exhale through your right nostril, we'll stop this breathing pattern there. Release your hand to your thigh. Close your eyes. And now breathe through both nostrils slowly and evenly. You can go back to the count of 4, 5, or even 6. Noticing the cooler air coming in through your nostrils and the warmer air coming out. Such a powerful practice is to slow down and connect to your breath. Be present with the moment. Relax your forehead, relax your jaw for a few more even, slow breaths. Open your eyes. And take your shoulders forward. Take them up to your ears, back and down. And just keep going like that. Loosening up those muscles, bringing circulation to help any tension or tightness release. We're living through a sort of, it seems like a big time of uncertainty. When will the pandemic come to an end? We're in the midst of big climate change. We're in the midst of an election. We can practice our yoga to help relax and release and return to the gift of the present moment. Now pause and then take your shoulders back, up, forward, and down. And we'll go like that, reversing the shoulder stretch, the neck stretch. There's a lot of things in this world we have no control over, but we always have control over our thoughts. There's a story I once heard from the Dalai Lama many years ago, and it really stuck with me. Okay, let your shoulders relax. I'll tell you as we take our ear to our shoulder. Right earlobe towards your shoulder, right hand on the side of your head. One of the monks in the same philosophy, lineage as the Dalai Lama was talking to him, and this particular monk was in prison. He was an imprisoned monk. And he told the Dalai Lama, he said, I was in great danger at one time. And the Dalai Lama said, what was that danger? And the monk replied, he said, I had negative thoughts about the people who were torturing me. Wow. Inhale up. Can you imagine being that highly evolved? Take your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then bring your left hand to the side of your head. Gently press them together. And we'll continue practicing our even breathing. Compassion. Compassion is what the Dalai Lama teaches. It's a good practice, first of all, for ourselves. Then we can authentically offer it to others. And lift your head straight up. Draw your shoulders back. Lengthen through your spine. Feel the back of your neck even lengthening straight up through the top of your head. And now tuck your chin all the way in. Tuck it in. Maybe you even feel a nice stretch in your upper back as well as your cervical spine, your neck. Now slowly begin to open your mouth and lift your head at the same time. Open your mouth as wide as it can. It will come. And look up as much as you can. And then slowly close your mouth. Tuck your head in again. Tuck your chin in. Open and lift your head. Bring your lower jaw to the top jaw. Come back through center. So tuck your chin in again. And then open your mouth and lift your head one last time. And then close your mouth. And come back through center. Take your hands out in front of you and rub your hands together. We're going to palm our eyes. So if you have glasses on, you can set them to the side. We're creating prana, chi, life force here. Self-care, self-compassion, self-love. It's a good health care plan. You feel the warmth you've created in your hands. Place the palms of your hands right over your eyes. Let your eyes relax. Let your jaw relax. Even see if you can relax your eyes deep in the sockets. And release your hands back to your thighs. We're going to do some eye circles, some stimulating our muscles in our eyes. You know, as we get older, they get stiffer, just like our body. So let's do some eye circles. So keep your head straight forward and start to look down. And then look way over to the left. Keep your head, don't turn your head. And then look way up. Go real slow and look over to the right. And look way down. And keep going like this, looking to the far edges as your eyesight will go, way to the extreme. We'll just go one direction here. Be able to feel this. You should be able to feel it way in your eye muscles, as well as the little tiny muscles around your eyes, underneath your eyes. You might feel it when you look up, especially. You'll feel it on your underneath your eyes, the skin. And then pause when you come through center. And we will all go off to the other direction. Look over to the right. Way up. Over to your left. And then way down. I've been spending a lot of time on my computer making my newsletters and preparing things for my YouTube channel and my website. So my eyes really appreciate these eye circles. And I know some of you may be on the computer a lot too. Okay, pause through the center. Now we're going to make big diagonals. So look all the way up to the top right corner of your eyes. Look way up to the right. Keep looking, keep looking. And then look way down to the left, the exact opposite. Up to the right. Down to the left. Check your forehead so that your forehead is not scrunching. It's just your eyes that are moving. Sometimes you have to put your hand right on your forehead to double check yourself. Pause through center. And then the exact opposite direction. Up to the left, down to the right. And you might notice the slower you go, the more you can feel those tiny muscles of the eyes and the skin below the eyes, getting some circulation, some stretching. And then come through center. Rub your hands again one more time. And then palm your eyes again. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Repeat. On your next exhale, release your hands down. And then come on back to your mat. Please come to all fours, hands and knees. And you're welcome to roll up your mat to pad your knees, or put a blanket under there if you'd like. And we'll do some cat and cow massaging the back. Push your arms straight, tuck your tailbone under. And then arch your back. Initiating this from your tailbone. And then come through, pause when you're through center. Please tuck your toes. Stretch your right foot back on your mat. Yeah. And then shift your weight back through your right leg, back through your right heel. Yeah. And then we'll pulse it a little forward and a little back to give your calf muscle some love. And just pulse back and forth with your breath as you like, as feels good. Set your right knee down and tuck your right toes, and your left toes are tucked. Slide your left leg back straight on your mat and then pulse back and forth. Stretching out the left leg. This is even good for your foot if you happen to have plantar fasciitis. A lot of people get that. Got to stretch it, move it. Yoga can really, really help with that. Yoga can really, really help with anything in our body. It's quite amazing. Okay, set your left knee down. Take your knees way apart. Touch your big toes together. And we're going to take a child's pose. Let your hips rest back. So this is meant to be a soothing class, so you don't have to overstretch. You can make it more sort of passive. Put your hands down, Let your hips help anchor back to lengthen your spine. Soften your heart. Let your heart melt right down to the earth. Walk yourself out over your right knee. And lengthen out over your right knee. Lengthen your torso. Come on through center. And then grow your spine long over your left knee. And then come through center. Stretch yourself long, long, long. And then come on to your bellies. Take your left arm out like an airplane and set your head down on the left side of your head. Press your left hand down firmly and then come to your right hand in front of your chest. Bend both legs. And set your feet down behind you as you roll to the left side of your body. Nice shoulder stretch here. You can keep your right hand on your mat or lift it up and back. And if you had your hand up, put it back down and roll to the other side. Rest your feet down behind you. You don't have to keep them up in the air. And then left hand down, or you can reach it up and back. And slowly come through center and go ahead, do it again over to your left. Really press your left hand down to get the most safest, best stretch. Keep your legs straight if you'd like, or bend them. And lower your right arm. And one more time, come through your belly over to your right. Legs straight or legs bent, left arm down or left arm up. Yogi's choice. You can always choose the variation you like best. And then slowly come through center. And come up to your knees. Come up to your hands. And tuck your toes. Please lift your knees up, hips up, and take a downward facing dog. Now see if you can feel real comfortable here in your down dog by getting more weight back into your legs and even out your breath. And bend your knees. Walk your feet part way up. Walk your hands part way back. So you're about in the middle of your mat. Heel toe your feet over to the edges of your mat. And hold on to your elbows. Hold on to your elbows. Let your head hang. You can have your knees bent a little bit here.
Take a few breaths here in this inversion. Cross your arms the other way. Two more slow breaths. Bring your hands to your hips. Draw your shoulder blades on your back. Press through your legs. Firm your belly and come on up to standing. Come on up to standing with a wide stance. Interlace your fingers and see if you can shimmy more space up to your spine. Reach your palms up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale your arms down. Wrap your right arm in front, left arm to give yourself a nice shoulder stretch. Comes in front. And then take that same right arm up and the palm to the back of your neck. Slide your hand up, your arm, shoulders back here. If you feel tightness, you just have compassion for yourself. Arms out, swing your left arm in front, and then the other right arm on the upper arm to give it a deeper stretch. And if you feel looseness, you have compassion for yourself too. Love and compassion. Reach it up, left arm up and palm to the back of your neck. Slide your hand up here. Right on up your triceps. Exhale your arms down. Bend your knees. Place your hands on your thighs. We're just going to take our left shoulder over to the right inner knee. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Your knees are bent here. Nice and slow. Nice and easy. And then come through center, sit low, a little bit lower, and then push your legs and stretch on up. Interlace your fingers again the other way and shimmy lots of space in through your spine. Exhale your arms down. Inhale back up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Put your hands on your mat and then spin your feet over to the front of your mat and step yourselves back for a down dog. And now set your knees back down. And please roll over to your backs. Happy baby pose. Take your arms on the insides of your legs. Take your hands to the outsides of your feet and roll around on your back, on your mat there. Happy baby, happy yogis. So nice to connect like this together. Be happy. And set your feet down. Take the soles of your feet together and let your knees come out. If you have 2 yoga blocks, you can set the blocks right underneath your upper thigh, close to your knee.
You set the blocks where you're getting an inner stretch in your inner thighs, but you still can, your legs are not suspended in air. So just set the block so you get a nice, sweet opening in your inner adductors. Please bring your hands to your belly. Close your eyes. And here, let gravity relax you. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hips and your knees down. Observe your breath and then return to an even breath pattern. We could begin with 4, just acknowledging the space in between the inhale and the exhale, and the exhale and the inhale. So I'm not going to count because I know you can count the 4. Push your feet together, just to activate a little bit more. Take your knees down a teeny bit more if it feels comfortable. And then you can not press your feet so much together and feel how things shift in your legs and your hips. We'll do that one more time. Press your feet together. Take your knees down into your block or closer to the earth and notice where you feel it. And then release it. And take your hands down to the outside of your knees, bring your legs up, and take your legs long. And set your blocks to the side. And squeeze your legs together, take your arms out overhead, and reach out from your heart in both directions. And now bring your arms down along your side, bend both legs, set your feet down, pick up your right leg and squeeze your right shin. Hold onto your right shin and squeeze your right shin, your right thigh into your chest. And now with your right foot, do some ankle circles. We'll go one direction. And then go the other direction with your ankle circles. You hear any clicking? I do. Now take your hands to the belly of your hamstring and press your right thigh away from you and stretch your right leg long. Now, point your foot, point, 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 and flex. Spread your toes as much as you can. And then point again. And then flex again. And feel. When you're pointing, you feel the front of your shin. Get a nice stretch. Flex back of your shin. This is good for when you're walking. If you ever trip, you bounce right back. Now, last thing is to floint your foot. Don't point, don't flex. You find that place right in the middle where your toes are spread, your foot is really active, and you're stretching out through your heel and the mounds of your toes evenly. Flointing.
pointing your foot. Yeah. Beautiful. Set your right foot down. Pick up your left leg, squeeze your left shin all the way in, and do some ankle circles. One direction. And the other direction now. And now take the hands to the backs of your hamstrings and stretch your left foot straight as best you can. And then point. Point your foot. And flex. Flexing is called dorsiflexion. And pointing is called plantar flexion. For those of you who are interested in anatomy, and then do a dorsiflexion again. I'm interested in anatomy. I like it. I like to see how everything's connected. And then point again. One more time each way. And now for the grand finale, the flointing. Flointing. Like you're pressing your foot up. You're trying to press the ceiling away with your left foot. It's flat. Yeah. And then bend that leg. Set that foot down. Take your feet over to the edges of your mat. Take your arms out like a cactus. Your shoulders are anchoring down. And take your knees over to the right. If you'd like, you can turn your head over to the left. Energetically, maybe you can see if you can tell your left hip to tack away from your left shoulder. The power of your legs and your knees and your feet and your intention. Inhale your legs back up, your head to center, feet are back at the edges of your mat, and then take your knees over to your left. You can turn your head to the right. And with not too much effort, but some intention and a little grounding of your legs, see if you can get your left hip to energetically move away from your right shoulder. There might be little or no movement if you could see it with a microscope, but that's the way to get a little more stretching out of it. Inhale your knees up. Now take your knees back over to the right. Both shoulders are resting down on your mat. Pick up your right foot and place your right foot on your left knee and press your left foot down on your left thigh. Yeah, knee area. Now you get a deeper stretch and grounding through your legs. Again, you're welcome to turn your head the opposite way of your knees if you'd like. Unhook your foot, set your foot back down on the edge of your mat. Inhale your knees up. Exhale down to the left. Pick up your left foot, place it on top of your right knee and thigh area, and press it down a little bit. Your legs grounding, your hips rooting away from your shoulders. unhook your foot and bring your knees back up. And then pick up both legs. Hold on to your shins. Squeeze yourself in. Squeeze your thighs into your chest. Spread your toes. And your legs don't have to be together. They can be wide. Yeah. And now go head out over to the left. We're going to make big circles on your sacrum, on the lower back. Then head out the other direction. You can move your knees around as it feels good. Squeeze them in when they come in. Maybe take them out a little further when you're headed out. And then when you come through center, squeeze them in. Pick up your head, pick up your chest, rock back, and then rock forward and come all the way up to seated. Come all the way up to seated. Wow, I'm really dark here. Okay. Good time for a foot massage. So get your oil. Get your oil and put a little oil on your fingers. Rub it in onto the fingers. Yep. And now put your thumbs on your arches and your other fingers on the top of your foot. And slide your hands up and down your foot. Up and down your feet. Just to sort of get the massage oil all around there. And then bring your hands back to the inside of your heel. And then the outside, we just want to get a little oil evenly distributed through your whole foot. Massage your heel, put the oil around gently. And then tops of your toes, bottoms of your toes. Good. And now let your left foot go casual and put your right foot in front of you. You can put it on a blanket or a pillow if you'd like. And then screw your lid back on your oil. And now hold your right foot in your hands and with your both thumbs start massaging your arch. Acupressure. You put your foot wherever it's comfortable. I'm moving mine up, putting it on top of my left shin. The arch of the foot is related to the stomach. Some philosophies say it's related to the kidneys. Whatever, it's related to some part of our body. All of our organs, the meridians, the channels, the nadis running through, they all end in our feet. So it's good to take care of our feet. Now, move your thumbs up and massage that big pad by your big toe. Give that a good massage all the way around. Full disclosure, I get regular foot care, regular pedicures, and I get it from a Russian woman who doesn't fool around. My feet, she gets all the calluses off. She even gets these little sort of plantar things off. And so I feel like it's really healthy. It's part of my health care plan is going to her. She cleans up the cuticles, cleans up the heels. Now move along to this is your metatarsals here, where your toes meet your foot. So keep going down to the next toe. Press in really good. I actually even went to
an MD with my medical insurance was covering about these little warts I had on the soles of my foot, and he couldn't really get them out. And I told him about Victoria, and he said, I think she's better at it. I think you should go see her. I was quite amazed, and she is better. Keep going all the way down. And now, get your foot out in front of you. We'll get to the toes. Put your foot out in front of you. Put your hands on your toes like that, and then pull your toes back. Back, back, back. Yeah. And then hands on front, round your toes, round them. If anything hurts, don't do it. It shouldn't hurt. But if you have some foot issues and something hurts, don't do it. But massage all around. If something, and anytime anything hurts in any part of your body, you want to bring circulation to the area in the vicinity to help it heal. Okay, now you can bring your foot back and then massage the mound of your big toe. Really press in, hold it, give it lots of love. And we'll move on to the next toe in unison. Okay, second toe. You can even pull on it. You have 26 bones in each foot. And that's a total of 52, which is quite a lot of bones. Quite a lot of bones. And ligaments, and tendons, and muscles. Now move to the next toe, your middle toe. And you can adjust your hands any way you'd like. You can hold onto your foot with your right hand as you use your left hand to squeeze that middle toe. And let's go on to the toe beside the little toe. Feels good. And then your love toe, your little toe is your love toe. Adjust your hands, your body any way you want so you can access your feet, your foot here. So by massaging our foot, we're really tonifying our whole system. All those organs. Everything we're touching here is related to something up in here. Our liver, our spleen, our pancreas, our lungs, our heart, our respiratory system, everything. Okay, got that love toe. Now, do the outsides of your heel. Press in. This is related to our reproductive systems, our reproductive organs. Get those circulation moving in there, whether they're active or not. Now, put your both hands on your ankle And then lovingly squeeze and turn your hands the opposite way. And then turn each hand the opposite way of which it was. Yeah, so you're really giving a nice big massage to your ankle here. And keep going a few times like that. And now, free form. Do whatever feels good to your foot. Any part we didn't talk about. Thank you, feet. Thank you for taking us so many places on so many walks and hikes and getting us around from place to place. It's so nice to have 2 feet and 10 toes. What a wonderful thing. Okay, slide your hands all up and down your foot as a finishing touch, and then get lighter and lighter with your touch. And then we will go to the left foot. Take a moment and feel. Just feel the difference in each foot. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My right foot feels alive. My left foot says, I want equal opportunity. So please, we'll start by putting your thumbs on your arch, pressing in on the arch. It's the fall equinox, so we have to give equal time to each foot. Good time, fall equinox, to ground. Slow down. Remember that we get to choose what we think. We get to choose how we respond. And maybe you've noticed, but I've noticed after I do yoga, I'm much more easy, resilient, flexible, and things that might have bothered me before don't bother me. I just sort of let them go. That's not worth getting upset about. Calm state of mind is more important. Okay, going on up to the mound, that big mound below your big toe, your metatarsals. Looks like we might go a little over on this class. That's okay. We'll stay here together. And then press in using your thumbs on the next toe area, the metatarsals, the big thick part below the toe, where the toe meets the foot. Very important area. And then keep going down to the middle area. Big, thick, patty area of your foot. And then slide on down to that toe next to your little toe, the mound area, not the toe actually, although you might be getting some movement, circulation already. That's good. And then move to your little toe. The mound of your little toe, that moundy area. Good. Now take your foot out, hands on the backs of your toes, and then stretch your toes forward towards yourself. Stretch them forward towards yourself. If you want, you can press your toes back into your hand. And now hands on the front of your foot and take your toes the opposite way. You can massage, smooth your hands over that because you had the oil there around them. Okay. And then bring your left foot back where you can. Get into the toes. So start with the big toe. Nice thing, go ahead, go to your next toe. The nice thing about doing the self-massage is you know exactly where you want a little extra, right? Do exactly what feels good. And then go ahead onto your middle toe, squeeze it, pull it, rub it, massage it. I think we're going to feel transformed the rest of the day. And now, go to the next toe. Moving on down. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had tofu. This little piggy had none. This little piggy went wee all the way home. Boy, that is sure is a stupid riddle, if you don't mind me saying so. Okay. Let's go on down to our little toe. And then move your hands down to the outsides of your heel and really press in. I'm using both thumbs on one side of the heel and the fingers on the other side of the heel. Really press in. Keep our ankles and feet really agile, flexible, as well as strong. We can keep walking around, hiking around, feeling stable in our legs and our feet. Okay. And now left foot out, and then just massage the whole thing. See if there's any spots that need a little extra love, a little extra TLC. And then have a seat any way you'd like, cross-legged. If you'd like, sit bones back. Wow, my feet feel fantastic. I hope yours do too. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. We'll just have a moment of breath awareness. Even breathing again. You can count to 4, 5, or 6. Even exhales and inhales. Take a deeper inhale. Longer exhale. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. And from my happy feet to your happy feet, namaste.